our participant. Okay, so good evening, everybody, including I have met with my colleague, Prof. Mehta, my brother, my father, like my uncle. He is helping us in our when I was in agriculture university. Allow me to read short biography of the Prof. Mehta. He was born in October 25th, 1943. He is an outstanding academic record with a gold medal in ISC Agriculture and first rank in BSc Agriculture, graduating from Rajasthan College of Agriculture, Udaipur. He completed his master, MSc and PhD from IARI and did 2-year postdoctoral research work at the Department of Plant Science, University of Alberta, Canada. In 1969, he joined IARI and became the youngest professor equivalent scientist in March 1972, and thereafter occupied the position of head of the Division of Biochemistry, IARI, Delhi for over 10 years. Before joining ICAR headquarters, he worked as a dean and junior director education for a year and had been instrumental in PG teaching improvement in IARI by innovative approaches. He traveled widely to Canada, USA, Germany, Israel, Australia, Philippines, Kuwait, Afghanistan, Malaysia, including my country, our country, Myanmar, for various assignments. His award and recognition, he is a fellow of the National Academy of Agricultural Science. He is a president of the Society for Plant Biochemistry and Biotechnology. He is a president of the Indian Society of Agricultural Biochemistry. He conferred DSc degree honors courses by CSC, University of Agriculture and Technology, Kanpur, GB Pant, University of Agriculture and Technology, Patanagar, Central Institute of Fishery Education, Mumbai, and University of Agricultural Science, Dharwad. He is the youngest B.S. Gupta Memorial Lecture Awardee of the Indian Science Congress Association. He is also BBA Award in Agriculture for 1992. He is a Sarion Brasin Award for 1997 in Agriculture. He also Mahajra Award for 2007. Dr. Mehta delivered convocation address at BHU, Varanasi, GAU, Katanarga, Takabu, Chennai, Panchat Agricultural University, Ludhiana, Mahavata Agricultural University, Prabari, Anand Agricultural University, Anand, University of Horticultural Science, Bangalore, and Maharashtra Pradesh University of Agriculture and Technology, Udaipur. Research published more than 150 research papers in national and international journals reputable and edited several books and manuals. His research contribution in molecular biology, including development of extremely low OTAP, lateral stability, and isolation and characteristic of gene degrading OTAP. He was also appointed as Deputy Director General Education in ICAR. Dr. Mehta remained as a Deputy Director General Education and National Project Coordinator, IFA project in the World Bank in November for 9 years. He is the National Director of NDAB ICAR as well as Vice Chancellor of University in Udaipur. And then he was resident advisor of IKEA project in Yezin Agriculture University in Myanmar. He established one of the finest centers for advanced research, education, and participatory knowledge management from 2016 to 2019. That was with me together. So that's why I remember him and his wife. The center was inaugurated by the Honorable President of India, Sri Ramnath Kovind, in December 2018. He is chair several committees. Now, floor is to you, Professor Mehta, to deliver your speech. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Professor Meo Chue, I would like to thank you for for my introduction and also inviting me to talk to a group of people who may or may not be interested in education in India, but we have a very successful story of agriculture education development in India, which really helped India to become self-sufficient in food grains. That was a major, and I will talk about the journey, how we did it. And this is one of the most successful program which Government of India helped to develop. And before I come to talk about the education development, let me just give one slide that our major, when we became independent, we were food importer. We were importing almost 10 million tons of food grains. And at that time, it used to come by under PL 480. And at the first opportunity, government decided that we should be self-sufficient. This was in 1966. That was a government decision. But at the time of independence, 65% of people were dependent on agriculture. So it's a huge population involved in agriculture. Presently, it is 50%, 51% population which is dependent on agriculture for livelihood. And it contributes, as of now, 15% of GDP and around 20% of exports. So it's very important. Although this figure looks small, 15% in GDP, but it is major because all our industrial activities depend on agriculture. So if agriculture fails, then nothing else can work. And the other problem we have is that we have very small geographical area, 2.3% of geographical area, and have to support around 17% of world population with only 4.2% of water. And that is the reason why we have to really work. Now, this is the slide which indicates our position in 1951, that our food grain production was only 51 million ton, and today it is 328 million tons. It's a 6-time increase in food production, which led to not only self-sufficiency, but also we can export food grains to other countries which are in need. In milk, we are number one in the world now. And this is a remarkable success story that from 17 million ton, our production has gone.
Professor, you
You
need to
are
mute
muted,
yourself.
Prof. You are muted. You have to unmute. Unmute.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yes, is it okay?
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah. And in terms of fruits, vegetable, and horticulture, again, it's a big success story that we are now producing more fruits and vegetables than food grains total put together. We are just short in so far as oil production is concerned. So oil seeds is still a problem. Pulses, we made another major change, but still sometimes we need to import pulses because of the shortage of pulses. Now, this success in food grains and the success story that I said about all other products is mainly because we built institutions, we built universities. And these universities developed technology and also took this technology to the farming community. And so these two, institutional development and development of qualified human resource, was most critical. And the country really established these institutions. Now, if we look at agriculture education from 48 to 60, when we became independent, uh, there were 7 colleges. And within 1 year, 17 colleges came up, 13 of agriculture, 3 of veterinary colleges, 1 college of agriculture engineering in Allahabad. In 1951, our Prime Minister, Shri Jawaharlal Nehru, said everything may wait, but not agriculture, because agriculture was main to feed population and also to support industries. Since we were short in food production, the Government of India appointed Indo-US Joint Commission. There were 2 Indo-US Joint Commission. One was in 1955, the other was in 59. Based on the Indo-US Joint Commission report, Government of India took decision to set up agriculture universities. Indian Agriculture Institute, which was called Indian Empirical Research Institute, was established in 1905 in Bihar. But due to earthquake, the building was destroyed in 1935. So the institute was shifted to Delhi in 1936. And this institute was offering associate program, which is equivalent to postgraduate degree, but was not called postgraduate course. In 1956, IARI was given the status of deemed university, and it established the first postgraduate school in 1958, leading to MSc and PhD degree. And this heralded a major change because we were able to at least produce very qualified MSc and PhDs who really were in front for developing technologies and taking these technologies to the farming community. Then based on this Indo-US Joint Commission, first agriculture university was established in 1960 at Pantnagar, which is now called as GB Pant University of Agriculture and Technology. The universities in India are based on land grant pattern of USA. As I said, the Indo-Joint US Commission, which recommended for establishment, they also said that initially these universities should be supported. And for that purpose, Government of India accepted land grant pattern of USA, which is to integrate education, research, and extension. And under US aid, the initial universities had a twinning arrangement, tie up with the universities in USA, and this helped development of competence of the faculty, and also faculty from the twinning university coming over to India and working with the faculty in India in the university and helping to develop education. The first university, UP Agriculture University, which is now known as Pant Agriculture University, which started in 96, it had a collaboration with University of Illinois. Punjab Agriculture University and University of Udaipur, which came in 1962, were supported by Ohio State University. And OUAT was having a twinning arrangement with University of Missouri. Andhra Pradesh Agriculture University had with the University of Illinois. Mysore University of Agricultural Sciences had twinning arrangement with University of Tennessee. And Maharashtra Agriculture University, which came in 64, had with Pennsylvania University. So you can see that this twinning arrangement allowed a large number of faculty from India to go to USA, and those who were MSc, they got their PhD degree. Those who had PhD degree, they got also training in pedagogy. And reversely, the faculty from these universities came to respective universities and helped develop course program and also teaching program. And under US aid also, a lot of equipment at that time was sent. So this also allowed skill development among students. Now, against that scenario, where we had only 8 universities, let me also say that each of the state government in India clamored to have agriculture university. And at that time, it was decided, 1962, that each state will have one agriculture university. But the condition put was that the state must agree to transfer their research and extension to these agriculture universities. And if the state did not agree, no agriculture university was given. So initially, states were reluctant to transfer, and therefore only 6 universities were opened. And then they saw the benefit. And moment they saw the benefit, then every state came forward that we also like to. So 1962, also there was another committee, Cummings Committee. Now this Cummings Committee gave a complete guideline for establishment of agriculture university. And all the states need to agree before the agriculture universities could be sanctioned. Now again, that backdrop, today, India has 63 state agriculture universities. As I said, we started with one agriculture university per state. Now, many of the states have 6 agriculture universities. Only Orissa has only one agriculture university. Rest of the all states have more than one agriculture university. We have 5 deemed to be university. These are ICR institutes, which have the mandate to provide degree, MSc and PhD from UGC. Then we went to a concept of central agriculture universities. And now there are many universities coming up. As of now, we have 379 constituent colleges. These are the colleges which are the colleges of agriculture universities. And outside of this, there are 500 agriculture colleges. Now, they admit almost 3 times the student strength that these constituent colleges admit. So, there's a large work student number in agriculture sciences. Now, ICR has developed a mechanism whereby these private colleges also are accredited. That is, that whether they are ensuring quality and whether they have adequate infrastructure and faculty. So there is a kind of pressure even on private colleges to improve. Now, as we moved, initially we had undergraduate program in 14 disciplines. Now we have in 17 disciplines. And at PG level, we have 87 disciplines. And as I said, research, education, and extension is integrated in our system. So therefore, today, we have a well-developed infrastructure, a very large faculty, because all universities have to abide by the norms set up by ICAR, Accreditation Board. And as I said, we have done exceptionally well in terms of developing technologies, taking country out from a food importer to food surplus. And this is mainly because it was realized that R&D in agriculture is most important. And also, with this spread of so many universities, like 63, now you can see that universities are there in different agroclimatic zones, in different regions, and this allows students to come to agriculture. And we have an undergraduate program of 4-year program. And this 4-year, again, different universities then agreed to have 10-point grading system. So these are our grading. Now, there is a difference in the pass percentage by different universities, but it doesn't matter because it depends upon how tough you are in the examination. Because ultimately, the skills of the students will define. Now, one of the major change that we made in agriculture education was to prepare student ready. That means they should have entrepreneurship. They also should be aware of the different programs for agriculture. And now our program ensures employability for our students. We are developing entrepreneurships, and this entrepreneurship is developed by experiential learning. Now, experiential learning is working by your own hands in an environment which is almost equivalent to what you can get in the best of the private enterprise. And ICR, Government of India, gave good support to establish these experiential learning units across universities and across different disciplines. And I will show you some of these experiential learning units, the kind of infrastructure that we develop. And then students also have to spend 3 months' time in rural awareness work experience. That means they need to go to villages, meet farmers, stay with them, learn from them what they are doing, and also bring back their problems back to the institute and share their knowledge that they have learned with the farmers. So this is a two-way change by the students, and they have to stay in the village. Then we have also built in in-plant training or industrial attachment, like areas like agriculture engineering, where graduates have to go with industrial units, work there for almost anywhere from 1.5 to 2 months, and this will allow them to learn on with the industrial setup. And many students, because of their attachment to the industrial work, they get employed. So this is a good part, and all this part is built in for the last 1 year. Experiential learning, rural awareness, work experience, implant training, and during this period of experiential learning, they also learn how to do project writing. So students have to prepare projects, and these projects are evaluated and then given marks. And faculty involvement is mandatory. Now, in agriculture education, we went through series of reforms, because we've also had to keep changing with changing times. Technology development in terms of quality assurance, and therefore we established accreditation board in 1996 for quality assurance, so that different stakeholders' expectations are met. We have also started involving different stakeholders in curriculum revision. For example, if it is a fisheries, then fisheries sector people involved, both from government, fishery farmers, everybody be involved in designing our curriculum. And infrastructure development was upfront. One of the things that happened was inbreeding, and we took a lot of steps to reduce inbreeding. We made that no student can get 3 degrees in one university. They have to move to the another university. We also built in faculty training, and I'll come to that. And then another issue which helped to attract students to agriculture was that we made a provision of National Talent Scholarship in 1996, taking advantage of the World Bank supported AHRD project. And this scholarship was given to all students who are admitted by entrance test conducted by ICR at that time. Now the entrance test is conducted by Central University exam test. So they have to come through that. But we started at that time entrance test for admission to 15% of the seats in universities across India, all agriculture universities, and 25% of the seats in PG level. And those who were admitted in PG by ICR were also given junior research scholarship. So this building up of financial support to students at UG and PG allowed more and more students to come. When we started this examination, about 20,000 students used to apply. This was 1996, 97. Now, more than 2.5 lakh students are applying for admission for the seats that are there under 15% quota. So this has really made a major change in attracting students. Then, as I said, this accreditation board, which we established, again, we had a hybrid model of UK and USA, that institutions have to make a self-study report, which is gone through by peer team. Peer team goes to the university, looks at. But accreditation board also had 3 sectoral committees which decide on financial norms, norms for faculty, and governance and policies. And this, after the establishment of accreditation board, all universities have really worked very hard to come, because if you are not accredited, then you cannot get support. So for getting support from ICR, it is important that accreditation is done. And if accreditation is done, you have to meet certain minimum norms and standards. The second stage of reforms came in NATP and NIP, again, these 2 World Bank funded projects, in which we sent a large number of our faculty for training overseas in best of the institutions anywhere. And we also undertook digitization, which included smart classrooms, library modernization. And then one major effort which we did was development of e-learning modules for undergraduate. Now, this has become very popular. In almost all disciplines, we started initially with agriculture, veterinary, and home science, and then added horticulture and other disciplines. And today you have e-learning modules which are prepared jointly by several university experts. And they are, I've seen many of them because at that time I was involved. And they are, I can say that they are the best, and they are being assessed by students and faculty all over. And this has access has been provided. Another major change which we brought was we developed a SERA, Consortia for E-Resources in Agriculture. We provided a platform whereby all important international journals across something about 2,000 journals are available online to all faculty and students in agriculture universities. And for this, we had to do a massive work providing connectivity and then having these all journals online available to them. Then we had another project of NHAP, National Agriculture Higher Education Project, again funded by World Bank. We went back to the same system of twinning of agriculture university with high performance universities from abroad. The idea was that get advantage of competences of some universities and help bridge development of joint working with the universities. And this allowed faculty and student training overseas. The faculty members were sent to the best of the institutions identified. Students were also sent to the university. They worked there, came back. And this program was after a long time, 1968, with the twinning of universities almost completed. And now we started it again. So this was a good effort done. It also included infrastructure development. Across universities, we have developed infrastructure depending upon the need of that region. Some universities have developed expertise in AI. Other universities have developed expertise in use of drones in agriculture. The other universities have developed expertise in sensors in agriculture. So like that, different universities chose different areas of strengthening, and in that they have been given total support. So today students learn this about new technologies right in the university. And another approach has been to have linkages with industry, and in which we allowed industry people also to come and give lectures in agriculture universities and also send faculty and students to them also. We have also increased e-learning activities. Virtual labs have been created, and for some of the very good lectures can be had on video lectures are there, and students and faculty can look at them. E-learning platform, which I said already, that these courses which are already there, and you can see that number of downloads are more than 2 lakh per year. These are huge number. And I think this has really helped even remove some of the gaps because of faculty. If sometimes faculty is not recruited, students can take advantage of these e-learning modules which are available online. Here I'm giving glimpse of some of the experiential learning units established. This is a tomato processing unit established at Udaipur, and you can see that this tomato processing unit is a complete online. You put tomato washing, and then it goes through the all process, and at the end you get tomato ketchup. And students learn about various processes involved about it, and they know also how to handle. So these units are handled exclusively by students under the instruction of the faculty. So they get to know about how good they are and they have expertise. So the skill development has been uppermost. Then see other kind of, as I said, artificial intelligence lab, uh, bioflake reactors provided, and robotic learning. All these new advances and new technologies are demonstrated and they learn students. So this experiential learning unit has really been, this is another in horticulture area where you have polyhouses in which is a controlled environment that you can grow from cooker beets to roses to gerbera flowers or whatever. And then each of them also have been attached with a unit for producing quality seedlings so that you can give to the farmers. And these units which we establish under experiential learning, the students have to work for, as I said, 3 months. And during that period, they also have to prepare a project. They also have to make a balance sheet of as to how much they have spent and how much has been their gain. So this is a good learning for them that they can have confidence of doing profitable farming. Then another lab for precision agriculture, which has, so all these equipment have been provided to universities for students' participation and learning. Now, even growth measurements now for tomato growing, these decision support system have been provided. So this is a revolutionizing the kind of future technologies, and the students are aware of it. This is a drone. One of the university at Rahuri has been given 32 drones for training of students and used by farmers. And so you can see the kind of effort which has gone in to provide the not only the infrastructure but also training, and also they are developing protocols for use of, like say, drones in agriculture. So the uh, the whole scenario is changing. Along with this formal education that we give, vocational courses have been started by universities. And these vocational courses which were started, they are as per the demand in agriculture sector. And these courses are, as I said, devised in partnership with industry so that their students after completing these vocational courses can be employed. And this ensures easily placement of the students. The training can be in nursery raising, budding grafting, diesel engine repair, different kinds of entrepreneurship that they want to choose for. 1920, uh, Government of India came out with the National Education Policy. And this National Agriculture Education Policy, National Education Policy is a major change that the government has now introduced in terms of not only quality education, but also ensuring that every student who gets admitted, he has adequate skills to be employed. So much of the emphasis is on quality education, relevance, skills, and matching market requirements. Plus, it has provided flexibility in choosing course curriculum uh, and also provided multi-entry and multi-exit points. And I will come to that. Uh, and has given a lot of emphasis on leadership quality, competence and faculty competence upper front. Autonomy with accountability has come because without autonomy, you can't ask for accountability. So this national education policy also came for promoting multidisciplinary units within university. You know, we were going from agriculture initially when we set up our universities. We were unitary unicampus. Then it became multi-campus. Then it became multidisciplinary. From multidisciplinary, it became single discipline like horticulture university, fisheries university, veterinary university. Now again, government has given this choice to university to go back to multidisciplinary if they wish to. And now, as I said, the students have now choice to branch out. For example, a student admitted an undergraduate, he doesn't want to do degree. He can, 1 year he can join after 10 plus 2. In our case, admission for undergraduate is after 10 plus 2. So if he wants to come out after 1 year, he gets a certificate course. Certificate. So he gets a certificate, and based on this certificate, he can be employed for some low-end jobs. If he wants to spend 3 years, he gets diploma and he can branch out. But if he continues further, he can get degree. So he has a choice. One is to branch out either with a certificate course, either with diploma or with a degree. Or he can do coursework for 1 year. In between, if he has to do agriculture or if he has some other work, he can go and come back and join. It also allows you movement from one university to another. You can carry credits with you. Whatever credits you earn, you can take it with you. So now in the new education policy, students have choice of taking courses. Earlier we were strict that you have to take 160 credits, and 160 credits, almost 30 to 40 courses are fixed. Now no more. Student can choose the course that he likes. So you can have a mix of areas from where he can choose a course. And the only requirement is that he has to complete 160 credits. But 160 credits, he can choose choices. So it has so much flexibility now. The student can certificate course, diploma, degree, and within degree also, whether he does in 4 years or whether he does in 8 years, he goes back and comes back. So this is allowed now in order that the dropout rates, somebody for some reason has to drop out, he also has a chance to come back. And also do courses in different universities by taking credits over. Last, we also have a good system of having a dean's committee to decide about course curriculum periodically. From 1973, now this is the sixth committee which came in 2023. And as I said, they have put in courses. Now, new courses have been added in natural farming, agribusiness management, then imparting traditional knowledge, values, and ethics. Now, but major emphasis still on entrepreneurship, and major emphasis is still on multiple entry and exit points. And this is again a diagrammatic representation of a student. Say, for example, polytechnic student can seek admission in degree programs in the third semester, second year, and so you can either come directly to university through entrance examination, or can have a lateral entry later. And this allows, as I said, flexibility. But he has to complete that required skills that are required for a degree program. Then the students today, earlier it was 15%, now 20% students at UG level. Say, for example, if a university has 100 student admission capacity, then 20 students will be taken from the All India entrance examination and merit in that. And they are assigned by ICAR. And as I said, they are also provided scholarship if they move out of the state. And this number goes to 30% in PG for MSc and PhD. And this allows transfer of students from one state to another. They can't remain in the same state. They have to move. So this was also one way that we reduce inbreeding in terms of student taking all degrees from the same place. And the admission is open to students from designated agriculture universities or private universities. Another system that in India we have is that many of these private universities, which are not agriculture universities, have started agriculture colleges, and they are admitting students, but they follow curriculum as decided by ICAR. They don't follow UGC curriculum. They follow our own curriculum, and they have to meet, and they have to be, some of them, private colleges have to be affiliated to agriculture universities to maintain quality. So this is a kind of one is a private university which is a separate, where they have a college of agriculture, they get accredited. Then you have a private college which is affiliated to one of the agriculture university. So we have these different models. And in another new model which has now been is a hub model. Now in ICR we have several institutes and they have expertise, a lot of expertise. So what has been done is in IRI, for example, IRI provides the degree, but colleges have been opened across India in ICR institutes. There are almost 16 hubs, means 16 places UG program and postgraduate program has been started with the faculty from ICR institutes. Say, for example, if the college has come in Hyderabad, then all ICR institutes in Hyderabad participate in the teaching program. So this is to bring expertise of individual institutes to student community. This is a very good model of involving almost 54 ICR institutes. And this is, we have given a concept of hub model, IRA hubs. But all of them get degree from IRA. All their results, etc., the student standard is as per the norms set up by IARI. So IARI being a university has these colleges which are part of IARI. Then we have as I said, we had a World Bank projects in which students and faculty had gone. So in last 5 years, this is the number, 2,700 students went abroad to the best of the universities. And 1,073 faculties also went abroad. And they had an international training, came back. So the kind of expertise, skill improved. So right across, almost under ICR, we have had several projects through which we ensured that faculty is trained in new and emerging areas. And that really has helped in quality assurance of the students. Then international scholarships, ICR gives. Another way, of course, is ICCAR, Indian Council of Cultural Relations. And through that, students can come from any country. And I'm happy to say that from Myanmar, after I had come to Myanmar, I made this awareness among students, and almost more than 100 students have now got degree under this, coming to India and going back, even from IRE, from Punjab Agriculture University, from Pantnagar, from Hisar. Large number of students have come and gone. And I think we can take some credit in developing human resource for Myanmar. In addition to that, we also have a BIMSTEC and Asian India Fellowship, and also Subhash Bose Fellowship, which allows, under Subhash Bose Scholarship, people from abroad also can come and our Indian students also can go. Now, these are the fellowships for the students who come from outside here. Ultimately, our aim is to make agriculture universities as global hub for agriculture education. Government of India has made a support that we should attract, our now target is that we should have about 1 lakh students coming to India from outside for learning. And this would be possible because already every university is trying hard to expand resources, making hostels for foreign students, and trying to see that they are admitted. Now, this is all that I thought I would talk about, so that there is some time for questions and answers and any clarification that you want. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed talking to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Mehta, for very informative and very excellent talk. We have to learn. We can learn from Indian agriculture, which is diversified among several states. Okay, this is a Q&A question time. So as usual, you just raise your hand if you want to discuss with Professor Mehta and to discuss it. Professor Mehta, can you stop sharing so we can see all the phrases? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr.